All right, ladies and gentlemen, after like hours upon hours of testing and trials and tribulation, I finally figured out a decent way, or actually a decent system in how to make freeze frames. This is part three of a two-video series, and I hope this helps, and I hope this is the last video I gotta do on these stupid still frames because this one drove me nuts. All right, let me give you guys a demonstration first. We have frame breaker. I'm gonna show off the frame breaker first. All right, frame breaker is just projection breaker. Nothing new. But when I use the frame and use frame breaker, it breaks, and if I just use M1, it breaks. Pretty much any form of damage, it breaks. Except for this, right? Boom. You go this, and break. See? It actually can detect when a character is, or when a player is frozen, which was a flaw in my last video, or my last tutorial, where it couldn't entirely detect when a character was frozen, so it just did the move on any like random player. But now it actually detects when it who's like affected with that. So yeah, and pretty much boom, got a frame breaker. This is basically how you make your hit multipliers. By the way, is how you do this, and then yeah, pretty much foolproof. And also, I'm using a combination of the tag method and the counter method. And I'll show you guys how I did this, alright? Let's get to the tutorial, fellas. Alright, so let's start with frame first. Alright, frame is basically the same, but, there's some differences, This is basic move startup thing, You got the hitbox, and then we got the hit cancel, which the hit cancel is just the miss variant, it's nothing special. You can really just add at the end animation, you can really just do this and then like move it down there if you want. I just decided to add a hit cancel to make it look a little better. Completely completely optional. Then we got the hitbox. Alright. The hitbox, this is the scaling, the setting if you want to mirror mines. Make sure there's no like side effects to it. It's blockable. I made it. Oh yeah, no, there is some side. It's blockable. It can cancel the enemy and it can kill. Well, nah, you can disable that one. But everything else you can keep. Then there's KB, which is basically just knockback. Then we have frame. Frame is a really different. All right. So frame, direction lock, stun. This applies to the target player after you affect them with the frame. Cancels on end, so when the effect on this ends, so basically if this entire, like if everything here ends, or comes to a stop, this will end. So I am. Then we got our sound, which is just like the frame sound. Then we got the visibility, that turns you invisible, and then you got the mesh, the frame mesh. Make sure you mirror these settings. I'll most likely put it in the description, like the other tutorials. But yeah. Then we got Frozen. Frozen's pretty much the same, but it's different. I'll tell you guys why. Okay, we have value 1, 1. Make sure this is how mine look. Then we have counter. Make sure the counter type or the attack type is melee. Make sure the time is something small like this. Make sure the branches break as well. And then there's a loop here. Now this loop, it loops like 200 seconds. I mean, not 200 seconds. 200 times, which is like, I think 7 or 8 or maybe 6 seconds. I don't know. but it's a short period of time. And it loops two, so it loops the counter and the frozen tag several times. Then we have the frozen tag, which you can make this a branch instead if you want, but I just made it the tag to make it a little bit easier. So there's one, check if everything's one. This is what this is doing, and then break, and then here's the break. Break is gonna turn off the frozen tag. There's the break sound, and then there's just basically all the effect with the break, and then there's like a slight velocity. I don't know why I have that, by the way. It's alright. But that's basically the frame. That's all you need in the frame, right? Now we got the frame breaker. Now frame breaker is a little bit interesting, because what you need to do first, right? The hitbox. This hitbox detects if you... It detects you and your target. And then this hit cancel just, if you don't detect anybody in your radius from this hitbox, it just plays the projection breaker move. That's how you get the base variant. Or like, just like the regular variant thing. So with this, alright, detect, I'm gonna do detect you first. Detect you basically detects, it does another, hitbox to detect detect your target. It does detect you too, which is basically it detects your target. If your target has frozen applied to them, it'll go to this one, which goes all the way to the variant, and which the variant is just like, the move that we showed earlier, right? If it doesn't have that, if it's not applied with frozen, what it does, it will go to proceed to. Basically, this is what hit cancel serves for. If no move occurs from the frozen tag happening, hit cancel will apply. Make sure it's flipped, by the way. It will proceed to. It will go to proceed to, which will have a. It will like summon a hitbox. Well, it'll make the target summon a hitbox that's kind of large. So like, yeah, it's that large, and it'll make you do this move. It'll make you do projection breaker. That's how you get like. That's how I got the detection order. So if there's nothing happening, boom. I mean, if it's no still frame, then boom. That's how it works. All right, now default. Go back to hit this. Now we got detect. Okay, detect. Kind of the same process, right? This time's a little bit simpler because you're not, you know, using the hitbox again. But frozen, it checks if the target is frozen or in a frozen state. If it is, it proceeds to the variant, just like proceed to, and it does the same thing. And then here's the hit, pretty much the same thing as the frame. And then here's the KB. And that's basically how I did it. This is completely foolproof, I'm pretty sure. Oh wait, no. Wait, one last thing. One last thing. Alright, with frame breaker, make sure the attack type is set to something different from the counter that you have from the counter method, alright? Basically what this means, you see attack type here. Set this to something, I set it to domain, but just make sure it's not melee. That's how you can, that's basically the easiest way you can like work around the whole like counter method, kind of like that's how you can do the tag method and the counter method at the same time. So like boom, see? So you have way more control. And if I make a different move, let's see. I'm gonna actually make a different move for this tutorial. All right, let's see. Right, hitbox, KB. I'm gonna make a grab instead, right? And I'm gonna make this weight like 0. Actually, I'm making wait 1 second before applying. And this, let's make it do something else instead of like knocking them away. Let's make it like do a throw move, for instance, kind of like um some other movesets I've seen. All right, so um like that. Okay, 0. Let's do like 1.5 on this because it's kind of slow. It's kind of a slow animation. And then remove this. Make sure you add like a grab that the limb. Yeah, humanoid. Keep it on humanoid. No, keep the target limb on humanoid root part. Keep this at like maybe. It's like, yeah, that's right arm. Right arm. And then like, let's see. We want the time to be kind of, yeah. Boom. The last hit 0. I mean 1. My bad. And then 0.25 seconds after that, make sure there's like some type of fly. So like some, like, let's say 50 by like 30 or something like that. That amount of time. Let's just do true ragdoll. All right, we'll see how that looks. See? The counter method does not apply to it. Completely foolproof. For the most part, there might be some bugs and stuff like that. And if there is, let me know. I'll try my best and go insane again to figure them out. But yeah, that's pretty much the whole tutorial. If you need like a better explanation, let me know. I'll try to help out in the comments. But yeah, sorry that like I'm not, like I wasn't as clear as my other tutorials. That's because oh my god, bro. I've spent so much time on this, like I'm low-key tired and everything. So, but yeah, it should work pretty easy. So yeah, that's how you merge the counter method and the tag method together. If you guys want more tutorials, let me know. And yeah, hope this helps somebody. See you guys. And have a nice night.